yourself, "I'll do it tomorrow." You get to live in a state of false comfort, believing that you have all the time in the world to accomplish your goals. But all you're doing is deceiving yourself. Time doesn't stop for you. Your opportunities don't wait for you. If you keep making excuses and telling yourself tomorrow, you'll look back and realize that time has passed you by and you'll still be stuck in the same place, making the same excuses. Tomorrow is an illusion because it gives you the false hope that things will get easier. It convinces you that there's no rush, that you can relax for now, because tomorrow will somehow bring a new chance, a new start. But life doesn't work that way. There's never a perfect time to start. Tomorrow will never bring you more energy, more motivation, or more clarity than what you have today. All you have is right now, this moment, this second. If you don't take action now, you'll find yourself waiting for a tomorrow that never shows up. Tomorrow is not real. It's just a way to postpone taking responsibility for your own future.
Hope is a passive force. It's a feeling, a wish that things will improve, that your circumstances will change if you just wait long enough. But nothing ever changes through hope alone. Hope doesn't push you to take action. It doesn't demand that you get up and do something right now, even when you don't feel like it. It's the easy way out, the comfortable path of wishing and dreaming, but never doing. Hope is what keeps you in the same place, stuck in the fantasy of a better tomorrow without actually doing anything to make it happen. If you rely on hope, you're waiting for someone or something else to change your life for you, and that's the mindset of the weak. Action, on the other hand, is what creates results. You can wish and hope all you want, but unless you're putting in the work, nothing will change. Every great achievement, every success story is built on consistent action. It's not the dreams that get people ahead. It's the small, daily steps taken to turn those dreams into reality. Action forces you to confront the present moment, to do what needs to be done now, not later. It's uncomfortable. It's hard, it's relentless, but it's also the only thing that makes a difference. Hope alone will never change your circumstances, but action will. If you want results, you need to stop hoping for them and start earning them through action. Hope is an illusion of control. When you rely on hope, you're essentially saying, "I don't need to do anything because I trust that something will happen for me." It's a form of avoidance, an escape from the responsibility of your own life. You hope your situation will improve, you hope your business will grow, you hope people will help you or offer you the opportunities you need, but the truth is, nobody owes you anything. Life doesn't just hand you success. The world doesn't care about your hopes and dreams. It cares about what you do with your time, your energy, and your decisions. If you wait for hope to deliver, you're giving up your own control. Action is what allows you to take the wheel of your own life, not passively sit in the back seat, waiting for someone else to drive you to success. Action also eliminates excuses. When you take action, you're forced to confront the reality of your situation. You can't sit around and blame external factors or circumstances because you're actively engaging with them. Hope lets you believe that things will get better if you just wait, but action requires you to face your problems head on. It forces you to solve issues, adapt, learn, and grow. When you focus on action, you stop caring about why things aren't perfect and instead focus on making things work with what you have right now. You stop making excuses and start making progress. Excuses are the currency of those who hope for change without ever creating it, and that's a game you'll never win. Action builds momentum. One of the most powerful things about taking action is that it creates a snowball effect. Once you start moving, even in small ways, you begin to build momentum. The more you act, the more confidence you gain, and the more your results compound. Hope, on the other hand, leaves you stagnant. It makes you think that things will just fall into place, that someday, when the stars align, everything will magically work out. But that's not how life works. Action is what propels you forward. It's what makes you stronger, smarter, and more capable. Every decision, every move you make adds another layer of experience and progress. When you take action, you're creating your own path, and the more you move, the further you'll go. Hope doesn't move you, action does. Procrastination is more than just putting things off. It's the silent killer of potential. It starts small, with minor delays or the occasional excuse. But before you know it, it becomes a pattern, a destructive habit that quietly chips away at your future. You tell yourself, "I'll do it tomorrow," or "I just need a little more time to prepare." And suddenly, days, weeks, even months pass, and nothing has been done. Every time you put something off, you're not just delaying the task, you're delaying your own success, your growth, your progress. Procrastination is like a slow poison. It doesn't kill you instantly, but over time, it leaves you weaker, more frustrated, and further away from your goals. The longer you let procrastination rule your life, the more damage it does to your ability to perform at your best. The truth is, procrastination steals from your most valuable asset, time doesn't wait for you. Every minute you spend procrastinating is a minute you'll never get back. It doesn't matter how much you hope for things to change or how much you dream about a different life. While you're sitting around waiting for the perfect time to take action, life is moving on. Your competition is moving forward. The world doesn't pause because you've decided to waste time. The most successful people in the world aren't the ones who wait for the right moment. They're the ones who make the right moment. Every second you waste procrastinating is a second your future self will regret. You can't afford to wait. The clock is ticking, and every tick is another reminder that you're either moving closer to your goals or moving farther away. Procrastination breeds guilt, frustration, and anxiety. You may not feel the weight of it immediately, but over time, procrastination takes its toll. As you delay important tasks and goals, the guilt starts to build up. You start telling yourself you should have done more, that you should have started sooner, but you didn't. And that guilt creates a constant source of stress. The more you put off, the more pressure you feel. It eats away at your mental peace, and with it, your confidence. You start doubting yourself, feeling like you're never going to catch up, never going to be good enough. Procrastination doesn't just steal time, it also steals your peace of mind, your motivation, and your ability to trust yourself. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of self-blame and inaction. It also prevents you from building momentum. Momentum is the force that propels you forward when things get tough. It's the energy that builds as you push through your obstacles, the feeling of moving closer to your goals with each decision you make. Procrastination does the opposite. It stops momentum dead in its tracks. Every time you delay action, you break the flow that could have carried you through to the next level. Momentum requires consistency. Without it, everything you do feels like starting from scratch. Procrastination keeps you stuck in neutral, unable to gain any traction, and the longer you wait, the harder it gets to start. Once you've built momentum, nothing can stop you. But procrastination, it holds you back, keeps you complacent, and prevents you from experiencing the power of progress. The worst part about procrastination is that it tricks you into thinking there's no rush. It convinces you that you have all the time in the world, that there's no need to act today because you can always start tomorrow. But what you fail to realize is that the clock is ticking and every delay is a missed opportunity. Opportunities don't wait around for you to get your act together. The longer you put things off, the more they slip away from you. You start telling yourself, I'll catch up later, but later becomes never. The sense of urgency fades, and before you know it, your dreams, your goals, and your ambitions have drifted farther and farther away. Procrastination lies to you by giving you the illusion of time, but time, like everything else, is finite. If you don't act now, you're not just losing moments, you're losing the chance to make a difference. You are your own hero, and no one else is coming to rescue you. This is the harsh truth that most people avoid because it challenges their entire mindset. For years, you've been sold the idea that someone will swoop in and solve your problems for you, whether it's a perfect job, a generous mentor, or even luck. But the reality is, that's not how life works. No one is waiting in the wings to make everything better for you. If you want to improve your situation, it's on you to take the initiative and make the change yourself. The world doesn't owe you anything, and the sooner you realize that, the sooner you can begin to take control of your life. You're the one who has to make it happen. Stop waiting for a miracle, because it's never going to come. The fantasy of external rescue is a trap that keeps you stuck. It's easy to fall into the belief that things will get better if you just wait long enough, or if the right person notices your potential. Maybe you think if you show up enough times, someone will take pity on you and help you out. But that's nothing more than a cop-out. People who succeed don't wait around for a savior. They understand that no one is going to hand them their dreams on a silver platter. They get up every day and work relentlessly to create their own opportunities. The desire to be rescued is what keeps people trapped in mediocrity, living their lives based on hope and chance, never taking full responsibility for their own future. Stop waiting for someone to give you a break and start breaking through the barriers yourself. This illusion of waiting for help makes you powerless. When you rely on others to solve your problems, you relinquish control over your own life. You tell yourself that your success is dependent on someone else's decision or action. That's not freedom, that's submission. You're giving away your power to people who don't even care about your potential. Life doesn't work that way. The moment you accept that no one is coming to save you is the moment you realize that you hold the keys to your own destiny. When you take full ownership of your life, you regain the control that procrastination, excuses, and reliance on others stole from you. The real power comes from self-reliance. If you don't take charge, nobody will. Waiting for someone to save you prevents you from growing.
Personal growth isn't about waiting for the right conditions or hoping for the best. It's about facing challenges head on, learning from your mistakes, and pushing through adversity. Every time you wait for someone else to fix your problems, you miss an opportunity to develop your own resilience. No one else knows you better than you know yourself, and no one else is in a better position to make decisions that will positively impact your life. The more you rely on others, the less you trust yourself, and the less you grow. You'll always be stuck in a cycle of dependence, hoping that someone will come and do the hard work for you. Real strength comes from confronting obstacles directly, figuring out solutions, and adapting to whatever life throws at you. Believing someone will save you keeps you weak and dependent. The truth is, the people who succeed in life are the ones who act with conviction, take ownership, and refuse to wait for anyone else to get involved in their journey. When you're constantly waiting for others to help, or waiting for circumstances to be just right, you'll never develop the inner strength needed to achieve greatness. You will always feel like you're at the mercy of forces outside your control. Those who succeed are not waiting around for a savior. They understand that they are responsible for their own fate, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to make their dreams a reality. When you rely on someone else, you give away your ability to thrive. You surrender your power. It's time to take that power back.
The present moment is your most powerful tool. You've heard it before, and it sounds cliche, but the truth is that now is the only time you truly control. We spend so much of our lives living in the past or the future, letting memories of what we've done or thoughts about what might happen next dictate our actions. But that's a dangerous game. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. The only time that truly exists, the only time that matters, is the moment you're living in right now. Every second you waste thinking about what could have been or what might be is a second you'll never get back. So why aren't you making the most of it? Why aren't you putting in the work, making the choices, and taking the actions that will move you closer to your goals today? The power of now lies in your ability to act. The future is a fantasy you'll never reach unless you take action now. When you think about your dreams, your goals, or the life you want to create, it's easy to get lost in the one-day mindset. You think that one day you'll be ready, one day the conditions will be perfect, or one day you'll have the resources to make it happen. But one day doesn't exist. It's an illusion. What's real is today. The choices you make now, the steps you take today, the discipline you implement now. Every minute you spend planning for tomorrow without acting today is a minute you'll never get back. If you're not moving forward in the present, you'll never get to where you want to be in the future. You're not going to get a do-over. This moment is all you have. Procrastination thrives in the absence of urgency. When you convince yourself that the future holds your success, you give yourself permission to delay action. You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow, or I'll tackle it next week. But every day you push it off is a day you're avoiding responsibility. When you're not focused on now, you're allowing procrastination to rob you of your potential. The truth is, the longer you wait, the less likely it is you'll follow through. That's why it's crucial to stop waiting for the perfect time or the ideal conditions. The perfect time doesn't exist. The perfect time is always now. When you commit to acting in the present moment, you begin building momentum and developing the habits that will eventually lead to long-term success. But if you keep waiting for later, you'll miss the only time that matters: now. Opportunities come and go in the blink of an eye. You can't wait around for life to present the right circumstances. If you do, you'll find yourself stuck in the same place, watching opportunities pass you by. Opportunities don't wait for you to be ready. They appear, and if you don't act in the moment, they vanish. If you're not paying attention to what's happening right now, you'll miss your shot. You're never going to have more time than you have right now, so you better make the most of it. Whether it's a business opportunity, a relationship, or a personal development goal, if you don't take action now, that opportunity will fade. The world doesn't care if you're ready. The world moves at its own pace. If you want to succeed, you need to meet it where it is, not wait for the perfect moment. Take the opportunity you have now, before it's gone. Every day you live in the present, you're building the future you want. Your future self is a direct result of the decisions and actions you take in the present. So stop imagining that the future will be something different. It won't unless you make it happen now. Every time you take action, even in small ways, you are shaping the life you'll live tomorrow. If you're always thinking about what you'll do someday, you're wasting your greatest resource, time. The small, consistent actions you take today will compound and create the results you desire in the future. But it starts with now. It starts with making the decision to act, to move, to progress, no matter how small the step. The power you have to change your life lies in the choices you make today, not tomorrow. And if you wait until tomorrow, you'll end up in the same place, wishing you'd taken action sooner.